I got a 5!
11! I dropped a die.
Looks like we're back to normal, people. You got a 3.
A 5, 11.
Which is a 7. 7, 5, 11. We're back to normal.
5, 11, and a hot mess.
I'm the hot mess. You got a 7.
What did you...
Excuse me.
5, 6,
Share.
You got a 9.
How did you manage
No,
to do
because
that?
that was a 3 earlier.
I
I had to use it for 1 second.
Put it up there on the back.
Are you?
It'll be safe. All right, so we're back.
We're back!
We're back, possibly for 2 sessions. That'll be fun.
That'll be nice. And it wasn't like a 2-month break in between.
It wasn't like a 2-month break in between. What are you doing? What are you doing? I can't even see what you're doing. What are you doing?
She's picking something.
Oh, I see.
I'm so done.
Why is that
Okay.
so funny?
Wow. Okay. All right. So when we last left our heroes,
We forgot to do the end of session.
we forgot to do the end of session thing. So we will do that. We will let us first quickly sum up the hot mess that we were left with at the end. So
Fight that took way too long. I don't even know why it
It was
took.
kind of nice, though. Like,
It was a good fight.
it was because we kept failing all of our rolls.
you know that
And
makes
then
it
the
fun.
over dramatics.
Well, there was a lot of people
Yeah.
involved in the fight too, which is
Yeah.
I mean there was
So a lot of fighting.
friendly NPC 4 or
We
5.
had the glittery girl, the wolf guy, troll.
Literally, Colin
the
was
girl
the
with the
only one who
wings.
was not falling apart.
And the girl with the wings, Colin.
And then you guys.
Penny.
Wait for me.
So it was like 4 on 4.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
It's a good fight.
Yeah,
Okay, so
guys.
you had the
Is that my phone?
before that we had our love letters, and the love letters were research into Invictus for Ember and Syl
What I learned.
building up some connections with some of the people in her class because she was running the gym thing, and then
Dealing with Colin.
yeah. Colin and Palestine like sort of doing a sparring session slash
Healing session.
Pinterest powered comfort and support. Comfort or support?
No.
This comfort and support has been sponsored by Pinterest.
My God. And then the fight. The and that wasn't so much like you guys hunting anything down. It was just it happened to be Invictus related, but Colin was just looking for a job thing. And then we wrapped up with
You just look really sad.
what's the thing where you go in the where you go in the closet, you
And then you
spin the
come
bottle,
out
it's like
and-
7 minutes of heaven. And we did 5 minutes in hell with you and your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Well, 4
believe-
minutes. And
4 minutes of
I
change.
can't believe we did it so quickly.
I mean,
speed
seems
round
like-
of emotional trauma.
I feel like we were like setting up the scene for a while before that, but the actual dialogue and stuff was like that. I mean, it was quick.
then again, it was like a I say something, you say something, like really
Yeah,
like.
it
it was
really
rapid fire.
And then, and we ended with you.
I look like I was just
Calling Emilio.
We ended with you calling Emilio and going, "Want to fight?" No,
Those sound like
saying,
fighting words.
can I crash at your place?"
In the same tone, but got a spare room.
Get a spare room. That's actually the picture I used for. So that's actually
Oh my
the
God.
picture that I used for the session was the meme of
Oh yeah.
Of you
I
and-
guess I was screaming a lot. I forgot about the whole headache.
my head hurts from all the screaming. Yeah,
Sorry about that, people.
it's all right.
Okay.
My vocal
Next time I
cords
will.
needed
No,
to
We
be-
love it.
I got an equalizer
We still love
tool
you.
I'm going to use. And when we all wrapped up, we had a laundry list of conditions. Syl
Yes.
has 2. What does Syl have?
That's a good question. Angry and insecure.
She's
Always
angry.
a lovely
She's feeling
conversation.
insecure. Palestine is everything but angry.
Everything but angry, and you're everything but
Seriously,
afraid.
that's like a billboard for you. Palestine, everything but angry.
I have angry, I have guilty, I have hopeless and insecure. I don't know why I'm not afraid.
That song goes right along with the hospital song. I don't know why I'm not afraid.
That's fantastic.
Can I take angry too, please?
If we keep this up, we're eventually gonna have the musical numbers.
Oh shit, now I'm afraid. That really scared me. Okay, peace out, people.
I'm gonna opt out of this fight. we're adding. It's a
the big end of first act anthem song. I Can Do This All Day, which just has random like
the
shadowy
pop-up song. I Can Do This All Day.
Random chorus members are just coming by, hitting her in the back of the head with bats, knocking her flat out, getting up. She wipes blood away. I can do this all day.
A day.
All right.
The dramatic song, That's Not My Name, That's the Dogs.
I remember that.
No, we're not doing that. All right, so what we did not do last time was the end of session moves, which we should have done. So
What?
you may have a problem if...
What? Stop it!
Oh my god.
You may have a problem if...
Yeah.
Wait, it's falling.
So.
Yes.
All right. Closer to the team, further away from the team, or more into your own image of yourself.
Whoa. How's your English there,
Let's try that
buddy?
again.
Broken.
Let's try that again.
More into my own image of myself.
Okay. So you may rearrange your labels.
As I see fit.
No, you can shift one up and shift one
What
down.
happens when you move away from the team again?
I don't want to shift anything.
You remove influence from somebody. You pick somebody specific that you drop in that you're not listening to.
And then the person you pick for when you grow closer, they change
They
their
get
labels?
influence.
I'm
They get
moving-
influence. If they already have influence, then they get to shift your
I'm
labels.
And
moving
then
my
you-
freak down and my
You
safe
get
shift
to
off.
and you get to like either clear condition or mark
My
potential.
freak has
Oh,
been
really?
moved.
Oh, I don't
So-
have to shift labels? Okay.
No, here's how. No, the shifting labels happen. So here's how it works.
Oh.
Let's look at that.
Because really, like, I don't think she's...
End
feeling
of
good
session.
about any
At
of
the end of every session, choose one. Grow closer to the team. Explain who made you feel closer to the team. Give influence to that character and clear a condition or mark potential. Now, the whole thing where they get to shift your labels is a completely different thing where with influence, if someone with influence over you, if you have influence over a teammate and you would gain influence over them again, immediately shift one of the labels up and one of the labels down. So that's just an extra thing where if you're giving influence to somebody who already has influence, then it sort of triggers another move. It's not the same move. It's a different move that gets triggered by the fact that they already have influence over you. So, grow closer to the team lets you clear a condition or mark potential. Growing into your own image of yourself, you get to shift one label up and one label down. And growing away from the team, explain why you feel detached. Take influence over you away from another character. It's probably in more detail in the book. It doesn't technically say somebody on the team. And we certainly with Menagerie, we got to the point where we were like giving influence to other people. Like I feel closer to the team, but it's because of this NPC who's really part of the team. And I feel closer to Colin. I'm giving Colin influence over me or whatever. Yeah. And he counts as sort of the team for whatever. So, more on your image yourself.
Yeah.
Palicine.
I
Myself.
I moved my savior up and my freak down.
Okay.
I'm not that freaky.
Wow.
I need to stop.
I'm
What-
gonna go
You're erasing something.
danger up.
Oh, you're going to be in your own image of
We don't
yourself?
have enough
And save
pencils.
your
You're dangerous to my well-being.
And savior down.
Danger up?
Yes.
No, not savior. Superior.
Wait, where are the pencils? We don't have
I
enough.
circled.
Yeah.
Or I uncircled
I think
the
we're
wrong.
short.
Here's a pencil.
We're low.
That was a good reaction.
Hang on.
Yeah, no, people ask me why I block instead of try and catch. It's because I know that I can't catch.
Yeah, I can't catch.
So,
I know.
But I might be able to get my part of my
Yeah.
body in the way.
well, they're all like, why would you block or whatever? I'm like, okay, if a knife is coming at me, I would rather have it lodge in my arm than me try and catch it, cut my hands, and then lodge in my face. Like, I'm sorry, but...
Situation 1, there's a knife in your arm. Situation 2,
You dead.
you dead.
Okay, so you are also growing more into your own image of yourself. Gotcha.
Same.
Everybody growing more
I
into
think
their
I'm
own
going
image
to
of
put mundane down because I feel like I can't do anything right. And danger up because I'm just a ball of danger and I can't do anything right.
I am going to make sure that I actually get these things tracked here, so give me a hot second. That's right. So, what did you move? Freak
I
down?
moved my freak down and my savior up.
So your savers are 1, your
'Cause I
freaks are
need
the
that-
negative 1.
I
Is
need
that
that
right?
stat above 0.
Well, it doesn't have to be above 0. You can keep tanking it down to -2. But
When someone
Amber
says we're having
did
a white
mundane down.
Danger up.
Your
Sorry.
mundane's at -2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Mundane down. And what went up? Savior? Savior?
Danger.
Danger.
Because I don't feel like I saved anyone and I'm definitely
3,
not superior.
3, 0, 1, -2.
Uh-huh.
I think that's about the first. We don't get a lot of -2s with this.
No,
this
I haven't moved any of my stats down to negative.
I believe this is my first -2 because I've been too scared.
And I'm pretty sure.
But
I had
And-
savior negative.
So what did you moved your danger up to a 0 and what went down?
What's
superior.
What's at your negative? Andrew?
Superior's at -1
Monday.
now. Is that right?
I see.
you know,
All right.
Jamie,
not
this
being
was
able
when
to-
I was showing.
your mom calls you, you're not human.
This
You know,
is when
like,
I was showing
"Oh, you're not human, and then you just like, your mom says you're a freak, and then I see you, girl, I see you.
Right, Jamie?
Air hug.
I have a lot of emotions, and none of them are good.
You should show that to Kat. This will make you feel better.
I already did. That's what we were cracking up about over here. Or I did it.
Air
with
hug.
Kite and
I'm
I-
there for you.
Oh my god.
We can fix this one if we can't fix that one, okay?
Okay.
Wait, you gotta stretch the body too now.
Okay. Deep breaths.
So
Like, just look at that
Oh
face.
my God.
do you, Amber,
Yes.
let anybody know
Take me.
on the team, like, it's later, it's nighttime, you're in the guest room at Emilio's place, it's quiet, all the bedtime, and then you finally text everybody, like text them and say, I'm
Oh my
crashing at
God.
Emilio's, I talked to my mom, and I'm staying at Emilio's. Anything like that, you let anybody know.
No, I probably don't tell anyone.
A disturbance in the force.
I'm probably gonna try and keep it to myself.
Yeah,
Like,
you.
gonna be like, you know what? I can do this myself. I'll just be a. I'll just like cover
I'm
it
an
up.
teen.
You know,
The
I don't want to make him feel bad about my stuff,
The-
and I don't want to make him feel guilty and have
God,
to deal
stop
with.
being me.
the time coming over and doing all that kind of stuff is fine. Emilio's dad, while quite cool, is also very cognizant that a young lady is staying at the house and is
boy.
very present during all of the arrangements for the evening, like making sure that that your room is arranged
I'm
and the
sorry,
food's
but
taken
I
care
don't
of.
think I want to fuck right now, so you can leave.
You need to not.
No, he's not like lurking, but he's just very.
I know.
It's, you have not. Well, let's put it this way. Remember, Dad's a hero.
I know.
He comes from a certain culture, and a young lady has just been put in his care for the evening. He's not gonna just.
Protective dad mode engaged.
He's not just gonna like pull a fade for the rest of the night and say, "Oh, I'm sure Emilio's got it." He absolutely trusts Emilio, but you can also absolutely sure that there were a couple of stern statements made to Emilio about how this night was going to go down. Or no, it wasn't his dad. It's his grandfather. Isn't it?
No, it's his dad.
No, it's
Isn't
his dad.
It's his dad.
Now we know where Amelia gets it from.
Oh, we knew that a while ago.
Where Emilio gets it from? What do you mean?
Yeah.
We already met his dad.
I know. He's amazingness.
His amazingness? Yeah, his granddad's pretty cool. Anyway,
That's really funny. Good to know the filter is just gone for the night.
No, I'm feeling so impulsive right now. I'm really trying, bro. But like,
Okay.
All right, so the next day at school is a Friday. I think for some reason you guys wanted to establish what night it was last time. The evening fight happened on a Thursday.
you're right,
Yes,
you did. Why
we
did we do that?
We spent a lot of time on that.
We did. Well, a lot of time it was like a minute, but it was important. It was very key that we nailed down when this was. Which means school happens the next
I'm
day.
pretty sure we said, like, while we were figuring it out, we were like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
was, at least.
Welcome to
Anyway,
Mass.
I have
Doesn't
to go
matter.
to school tomorrow. God damn it.
so that happens.
Go to school, but then just hide in the base all day. Ditch class.
Why are you adjusting this?
She got mad last time.
Yeah, maybe don't.
I don't want to deal with that.
So,
You could at least skip gym.
Yeah. You did this to yourself.
You know what? Honestly, I'm probably not even going to skip gym.
Wow.
This is what I...
I'm just going
What are
to
you
become
doing?
completely silent.
Okay, I
mean-
can't.
It's going to be like a
I was
bitch meet and
about
I'll
to
just
call
be
you
like,
a responsible adult.
let's
but then I realized
just go through this.
consequences.
Discard, get rid of afraid when you run from something difficult.
I don't have afraid.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
There's lots of people that have afraid.
You're taking so much pride in the fact that you don't have afraid when you literally have every other condition.
Fling yourself into easy relief to get rid of hopeless. Might also be skipping class. Hurt someone or break something important. You know what? Go to gym.
Surge's feelings.
No, I said important.
Those are not important.
I was gonna say I said important. Take foolhardy action without talking to your team. Yeah, just
Skip class.
Just
Why
skip.
are we supporting skipping class right now?
because it clears a condition. Insecure or guilty. Make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt.
I have paid
You know what?
good
I'm
intestines
probably
on
going to
me.
do none of those.
I'm just saying
None of
the
those,
options
yeah.
are out there, and we
Yeah.
tend to
I think
forget.
I'm
You would
going
clear
to-
like 3 conditions.
No.
if
I
you
think I'm
skipped
going
gym.
to leave. Like, I'm going to sit with my conditions for a while.
We do have a
Which is
tendency.
a bad idea if I get in a fight, but you know, I'm ready to pass out. Like, honestly.
Nothing suggests that this is a good idea.
We do have a tendency to forget that these options
Exists.
are options.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need some
It's
of those.
pretty easy to forget when it's like,
Except for the full-height action one. I remember that one really well.
you can't read. Illiterate. I'm kidding.
That one.
What's that?
Angry. I'm not angry.
Don't need that one.
Everything but.
Every other condition. Just
Policy.
a reminder.
Everything but angry. What about guilty? I said everything but angry, bitch.
That is anger. I'm just gonna.
Why are you
No.
making me cry?
Normally, I'd be disappointed in the fact that I have 2 conditions, but I seem to be doing pretty well compared
Oh
to
no,
the
you're
rest of the
doing
team.
great.
I don't want to make a
I'm a
sacrifice.
stable.
That's too
I'm
much.
stable.
I'm not stable.
I don't
I'm
want to make a
real not
sacrifice.
stable.
It's too much work. So
I'm too unstable to sacrifice.
Cat, remember?
So you're not skipping any of your classes.
No, I'm gonna do what she does when she's done with people, and I'm going to, as she puts it, shut down emotionally and just. I can't do the actual face though,
You can't do my face.
because I'm smiling too much.
Yeah, you can't smile into your
He's
face.
right here.
You know what I call that?
Am I doing
I
it?
call that we're going to school in the morning face, because that's literally her face. Not even. That's actually way too much muscle use for your normal like Monday.
Am I doing it?
No. Just, I want you to be conscious. No, seriously. No.
So bad at this.
No. You're trying too hard. Be aware. Just hang off for a second. Be aware of every muscle in your face. Now let go of all of them.
Why can't I laugh?
You're trying so hard. You're just.
You look like you're trying to play it cool while you have a mouthful of bees.
You're like Tom Holland and his frog.
Tom Holland's frog. But it's tickling the inside. It's like Tom Holland's frog, but it's tickling the inside of his mouth.
Jamie and her bees.
Jamie's mouthful of bees. Alright, so
Jamie seeing the bees.
during the day, you guys have got some stuff going on. I I don't even really remember how you ended up with so many conditions. Was it mostly from...
It was rolls.
It was
We
rolls.
took a bunch of powerful blows.
They
'cause
tanked so much.
Mine
rolls.
started because I
lost
tanked my burn roll.
2 rolls.
Yeah, your
Like,
burn
I
roll.
failed 2 rolls, which got me my 2 potential. And both times for take a powerful blow, I just took 2 conditions because
I failed my burn roll.
So it was just
and
like...
then I did it again.
It was just a lot like you
One roll, and then
taking you're kind of feeling really bad about things not going really smoothly. So certainly
I'm
insecure.
feeling bad about everything. Oh my god, you are literally killing him and spreading his guts over Cat. That is so terrible.
Okay. Cat. So
Yes, everything. What do you need?
I regret everything about this evening. Your friends are not 100%.
I can see where you're going with
Do
this.
you want
I
to
don't
try
know
to
if this is
figure
a
out
good
like
idea.
what to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you won't skip class, I'm gonna skip it for you.
No, that's not. I mean, sure, that may be a good solution, but in any case, so what you need to do, I think, is a little thing I like to call pierce the mask.
Ooh, damn.
And I like to call it that because that's actually the name of the move.
I mean, that seems like solid reasoning.
When you
Plain
pierce someone's
Edwin's
mask
reasoning.
to see the person
Sorry, I just mentioned a CER.
It's not as bad as
She mentioned the nightmare that is.
it is what?
They're writing format.
In science, you have to write CERs.
and in
Clean
social
Edwin's
studies,
reasoning.
don't forget.
And
social
in
studies.
English sometimes.
Tika, Ika is English, not CER.
I've had to do CERs in English.
Okay,
So
then your
am I.
English teacher sucks.
Ika.
Tika, Ika.
You guys are broken
just
tonight. I
sound
don't know what to do with you.
You guys just sound like really offensive
Okay,
Americans.
today you have to write a Ika. And
I'm like, okay, so I'm going to write not
one
that.
class period.
Okay.
Okay.
Focus.
Focus.
Here's the mask. What? Let me read
On
that
who?
move. Let's do it on Palestine first.
Okay, what class? What's the? Can we get the order of
Class.
classes? What are the order of classes?
It's mine.
Oh, I forgot
No,
that sheet too.
Mine.
Nothing.
You forgot all of your sheets.
It was hard this morning, but I didn't forget you're not 4 months late, but 3
Which
day
class do
early
I have
present.
with you first?
Math, first period.
Math. Who's math?
Oh, that
With
works out
Colin,
nicely because
and
my
that's it.
first is gym
Okay,
with you.
Colin's in there.
Mr.
You're in there.
Mr.
Mi-
Brick.
Mr. Brick is in there. And you're seeing her react differently to the whole situation. Like normally she's got a certain kind of way that she presents herself to Mr. Brick that she's determined is
Attractive.
super. I don't think it's about that. It's just like she's always kind of on, and that's not happening today.
Aw.
She's kind of on with Mr. Brick. And on more so than Palestine is normally always on. It's like Palestine turned to 11.
Get your mind out of
Palestine
this
mark
guy.
11.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yes. So what's
give to me Pierce the Mask.
pierce a mask, which is mundane.
You know, when you pierce
When you
someone's
pierce
mask,
someone's mask, see the person beneath. Roll plus mundane. On 10 plus, ask 3. On a 9 to 7. 9 to 7. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. This is mundane. I think my mundane is a settle.
I think what's
That is a 9.
Hey!
Okay, I gotta ask 1. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
so my penguins put back on.
Oh my god.
So my penguins foot back.
I can't.
You abuse that penguin.
literally
if Kate were here, she could actually do that.
But to my, I didn't do the.
What do you
put myself.
want me to do?
What does Palestine want Syl to do? What do you need, Mr. Morgan?
Not from you. I'm here for you, not from you.
I need from you. I'm here from you.
I'm here from you.
What?
What a contradictory statement.
I really don't know.
Okay, Sherlock.
So don't think about this from Palestine's point of view. Think about this from Jamie's point of view. Okay. What does Palestine need most to feel better?
It's quite a beard.
Yeah, that's some Gandalf beard stuff.
Oh wow, it just gets growing.
Yikes!
Oh, I better take this. Oh wow.
All right.
You gotta
Answer.
Give us something.
Why is she upset?
It's getting worse.
The mission went wrong, right?
Yeah. Like,
do you agree with that?
What's the main reason for?
Well, it wasn't the mission went wrong. Most of her conditions came from her power use not going very well in that situation. Oh no! Wait, one of the take a powerful blows was one of the powerful blows was when you punch through the psychic connection to that one girl, and you actually connected with the space squid thingy. So that's also where a couple.
I want answers.
I cannot give you answers.
Okay. Let's think.
But you might be able to. You could maybe help her organize some sort of thing to get Colin. I mean, Colin's pretty strong right now. You may be able to like permanently get rid of that hold of the like do something to get rid of that hold of Invictus on him.
So
Or
I
you
would
could
do
talk to
something
it, say
for
you'll
him,
join
or I
its
would get
side.
him to do something for him.
Like
Or
you
could talk to it
organize
and say you'll
the.
join
What's
its
Colin's
side,
last
but then
position
secretly
that
be
he
a
needs to
double
get rid
agent.
of?
He's got
But
rid
then
of all.
secretly be a triple agent.
It's the next
Be
thing is
Snake.
now that the conditions
Sorry
are
if I
gone, you
just
can
spoke.
try to get rid of the actual
Okay.
influence of the drug.
How do you do that?
And then stab.
You
it.
need to set up some time, like
Even though it doesn't have one.
to make that happen.
Do you think if I punch him hard enough, he'll
No.
throw up his?
That's not how that works.
He'll throw up his control.
Amber's response is,
Wait, punch my boyfriend?
In the throat.
Punch
No!
him. No, she wants to punch him in the addiction.
Right in the addiction.
I want to punch you in the addiction.
in the addiction.
So that is Palestine.
You know, we were all thinking it, but it didn't need to be said.
I wasn't, and now I am. Now I'm
So
sad.
basically, Invictus is treated kind of the way Invictus sort of works
It's like an enemy.
is like an NPC that has influence over you.
So we need to remove influence. How do you remove influence from someone?
You can remove Invictus's influence as a result of rejecting its influence, but that influence can and probably will come back as a result of certain 6 below rolls. The only mechanical way to permanently remove the threat of Invictus influence is using a permanently remove someone's influence playbook advance. He's not a PC, so that doesn't work. Assuming the advance is also reflected in the fiction.
Technically, wait a minute.
So
wait a
you
minute.
need to have
wait,
it.
wait,
So
so-
you need to have
hold
it
on.
fail enough to get enough
It says-
potential to
oh,
level
it
so
says
that you
over
can
here.
get rid of
No.
it.
Somebody can help you remove Invictus' influence. Again, if you are currently free of conditions, the roll will probably be either freak or mundane, depending on the fiction. Rolling against unleash your powers, rolling basically against unleash your power results, kind of a thing. So you guys just need to set up a scene where she's going to like try to go into his brain and break the influence, kind of thing. That sort of.
Okay.
So
It's
you can
lunch.
kind of be that sort of take charge thing and say, we're going to go down to the.
I know what we're doing. It's lunch. And
I'm in the bathroom. The
okay.
entire lunch period.
Okay.
Well, that's sad. and
I'm not
depressing.
concerned with you at the moment, but I will be soon. Don't worry
Just
about
letting you guys know where I am.
Yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
It's, not like,
it. It's okay. So I'm like,
This is diabolical too. You can always give Invictus influence over you whenever you want to for a +2 on any roll, including a roll you just made.
okay. So you're just kind of sitting at the lunch table, and Syl just goes, like she just taps you on the arm twice, and then just gets up and starts walking away.
Oh, fun, mysterious.
Because I expect you to follow me.
Okay.
But as I walk by, I tap Colin on the shoulder, and I kind of like motion to come. I know you're gonna follow me, but he's less.
Are you sure
Aware
about
of
that?
my
Does she
presence.
know what tapping and then walking away means?
Well,
or is she
she's
just like,
telepathic
I
and you
got
guys are all
her.
linked.
I
so
got
forgot
her
about
attention, and then started walking. I wouldn't just like get her attention just to be like, Watch me walk
Well,
away,
I
bro.
finished my food first because I like food, and then I followed you.
Okay. And then I go down to the base.
Do you try to find her? I think waiting until after school would be better.
For her?
For her.
For her?
Yes.
Why?
Because then you're not going to be interrupted by a bell ringing. You don't know how long this is going to take.
Okay.
But you at lunch you could basically sit down and say, "Hey, we're going to fix Colin after school today."
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm gonna say, get ready to do some fun stuff after school to fix Colin. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, I was about to be like, bro, for a moment that you were
Get
saying,
ready to do some fun stuff to Colin after
That's
school.
what I thought.
Wait, what? Do you have to be there? No, I don't. Wait. Oh, wait. Back up.
I need to get my vocal cords removed.
Right.
Excuse me, is this the vocal cord removal?
How do you? Okay, so
I need to get to fix Colin after school.
let me frame this up. She comes up and says, "We're going to fix Colin after school. It's time." How do you feel about that?
I'm very excited.
You're excited about that, but how do you feel about that with all the conditions you have rocking your head right now?
Oh, that's not great.
I'm gonna help you.
I could skip class.
Don't skip class.
Do it.
I'm curious. Are you like, oh my God, yes, we should totally do that, and then you're like, I have so much preparation to do. I need to just like dip out of every class.
Yes, and then I just skip the rest of the day because that is not like me. And yeah,
Okay.
and then
So you see
this.
You see. Wait. Okay. You can tell this is. I was going to give you facial expressions, but I'm not going to. You can see the initial reaction from her is excitement, quickly followed by overwhelming, crushing anxiety, like based on the various adrenaline. What's the thing? Not adrenaline, but the other dump. You occasionally get adrenaline dumps, but then there's another kind that's more of a stress reaction thing. It's not adrenaline. I can't remember what it is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, you get like her excitement rush and followed by her anxiety rush.
Oof.
Before she can go and do anything, do you say or do anything to her to kind of try to build up her confidence, make her feel better about this? Do you try to comfort and or support?
As I get up to go find Ember, I just kind of stand behind you and then just grab your shoulders and just give a little squeeze and then walk away.
We're very silent today.
Yeah.
Do you... Well, first of all, is that meant to be a comfort and support?
Yes.
You work in very subtle ways.
I work in subtle ways. My mundane is not in positive, but it's not in negative either.
Are you gonna help, bro?
Okay, so why don't you give me a comfort and support and see if it isn't a complete card.
Okay. Comfort and support. When you comfort and support someone, roll plus mundane.
Good job.
On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. On a 10 plus, you can also add team to the pool or clear condition yourself. That might be good if I get a 10 plus. We don't know about that though.
Well, your dice are dice, so.
I got an 8.
Is it just a flat roll?
Comfort and support.
Flat roll for
roll
you.
plus mundane. On a hit.
Wait.
On a hit.
Do you
they
have
hear
a condition that would pull it down?
that would pull it down? I don't think so. Yeah, I do.
Wait, what is that? Is that a 6?
It's angry. Oh, I
Angry.
don't feel
I
angry.
don't know how to subtract.
How do I clear
Is that
condition?
6?
Yeah, it becomes a 6. You got team.
But Ember's not anywhere
No,
near.
but
selfishly-
other NPCs that are like close to you guys or involved in this
Colin
thing.
could help.
You think Colin would
Amelia's
help?
there, probably.
I think Colin would help. It's about him after all.
So I'm going to need you to actually say something to her when you feel
Okay.
this anxiety spike, and you kind of move around and get your hands and get a little squeeze on the shoulders, and you say,
I'm gonna be there the whole time.
that was not what I was expecting you to say, but that's pretty freaking awesome.
That was so sweet.
Wait,
That was
what were
really-
you expecting her to say?
I like, you can do this, you've got this, like it's all about you, and instead
Oh no, Syl's not like that. She's not ever gonna tell you it's gonna be okay. She's gonna tell you the facts.
if the shit's going to be rough, I will be there.
I will be there.
That's pretty good.
I will be there
I like
the
that a lot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Kidding.
Well,
Kidding.
you may not be a lie. I mean, you can say
Yeah.
it'll be okay, and if you believe it. You'll be all, and Colin's like sitting down with his tray. He's like, "You're gonna be there all the time for what?" You're still like, you give her a little, like, come on, answer the question kind of thing. Or are you going to answer?
Like a little shake on the shoulder. I can't see your face.
What are we
You
being?
could sense that.
Is it none of my business?
Okay.
Is this girl talk? I'm not going
Nope.
shopping again.
No.
am I?
I mean, not with her. I hope not. I'm sorry.
We did it once. It was weird.
Interesting.
Weird. What are we doing?
We're gonna fix you.
I'm going to take that in a positive way.
You should do that.
Oh, this is about the...
This is a good thing.
You think we can...
Yeah.
Cool. You got this? You got this.
Sure.
When are we...
After school. Don't go anywhere.
We're going to do it right here?
No. No.
Well, you said don't go
Oh, you
anywhere.
said he was smart.
If Ember was here,
You
There's book smart,
idiot.
there's book
Why
smart,
would you do
and
it?
there's world smart. Colin has one of those. See if you can figure out which one.
If Ember were there, she'd be like, "You idiot! Why would we do it here?"
Just
okay.
Just pat on the back. Just,
Hey, I'm excited. This will be cool. God, it's going to be great. I can hardly wait.
exciting.
So there is him giving you the +1 that gets you up
Your hand
from
on
a
your
7.
shoulder and
And now take
It's violently.
one of the little team chips away.
Okay.
All right, so that gets you to a 7.
All right. Sick.
So you can.
On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
If they
Please
open up.
clear a condition.
Oh,
wait, you have to open up first.
how do you open up to the? Because like the whole like.
You could just open up emotionally.
Can I just throw myself up, turn around, and hug her?
Yes.
And
She doesn't do subtle.
Very surprised.
Just leap up and.
Aww.
Palissy's a little bit weird to be hugged by because her arms go around further than you kind of feel like they should. They're a little bit more rappy than.
Lengthy forearms.
They're a little bit rappier than solid bones typically are. There's a lot
It's
more.
it's like the thing where like this part hits you and then this because it's like a.
Sort of like getting a hug from an octopus.
I'm gonna get rid of hopeless.
What does hopeless give you a penalty to normally?
Unleash your powers. I just want hopeless.
That's why I take it last.
Yeah. And also.
I should get rid of something else.
No, hopeless is really good because you've got hope now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out here as an idea. Does that count as a comfort and support?
What, the hug thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really more her opening up to the other thing. If she does something, says something, does something a little bit more. Says something, does something a little bit more.
Just fix your grammar.
Than that, like if she whispers something in her ear or does a little mental brain-to-brain communication. I tried to keep it. No, did I?
Ruined it?
Maybe
You
don't do
ruined
that.
it.
You
I ruined it.
You're ruined.
Brain-to-brain communication, a little whisper in the ear, something back to her. You could do a reverse comfort and support.
I
which
know
is-
you're
which-
hinting at me doing it. I don't know what to say.
Double cover and support.
It could be as simple as
Thank you.
you're the best. It could be thank you for making me a part of this. No.
I'm sorry.
Probably
What?
not, probably not that. Have you ever seen the Muppet Christmas Carol?
I hope to never see the Muppet Christmas Carol.
So the Muppet
didn't
Christmas
like
Carol
that.
is basically narrated all the way through by Gonzo and Rizzo the Rat.
Oh.
And they're trying
Was
to
that supposed to be a Gonzo accent?
No, they're trying to they're trying to see, and Rizzo talks like this all the time. He's like, like this. And they're trying to see into a building, and it has really dirty Victorian era windows, right? And Gonzo's like looking around, like he grabs Rizzo by the front of his coat and picks him up and slams him against the window and just goes "Ree" to kind of wipe the pain. And while he's doing that, Rizzo's like, "Thank you for making me a part of it." And his voice goes down because he's getting like shoved up against the window, and rather, "Thank you for making me a part of this." Ugh. Anyway, sorry. It's one of my favorite lines of all time. It made me laugh really hard the first time I saw it. Y'all can go to hell.
You're welcome.
All right. Do you say anything to her that...
Yeah, just like, you're amazing. Thanks.
Now what do you have to...
Wholesome news.
But you have to.
I should have looked up the Pinterest.
You have to open up.
Damn
You
it.
have to open up.
I live in the perfect Pinterest time. Continue.
It hurts me that you have the best mechanical odds of doing a comfort and support, and you
Hey,
continue.
I'm pretty bad at comfort and support.
No,
like,
she has the best mechanical chances of doing a successful comfort and
Yes,
support,
she
but
says
she
this,
insists
right?
on doing it by quoting Pinterest memes at people.
You have
No, I know,
She's-
but I'm
while
saying,
100%
I'm also
in
really
character-
She
bad at
has to
actually.
roll first.
No, I understand
True
that.
dat.
I know she has to roll first.
But she's probably gonna make it.
But that's a 7
7.
plus 3, so that's a 10.
Do you have any bloops?
No,
Are you angry?
because these
Oh,
are
No,
right,
angry,
yeah,
is,
yeah.
angry is the only one she
You're
isn't.
right. Okay.
No, and hopeless now. I'm no longer hopeless.
Yeah, but she's not angry. We
I'm,
knew ahead
I'm
of time.
both of them.
Everything but angry.
She just kind of goes, "Oh, this is nice."
I've never been.
You know how you could open up? Can I just make a suggestion on the best way, like a
You could
lyrical way
open
for
up.
you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Someone
Come
like
back.
you, for someone like you, in your history and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
like you're open up to this kind of thing, would be to actually. Maybe you just said this, hugging back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did just
that's
say
what
that.
we-
That's what I was implying.
I thought you said holding back, and I was like, that seems weird.
Holding back.
Push her away. No! I will not hug. I love you.
So
Put
you're-
the legs out her own.
So you give her a squeeze back,
Yeah.
and she'll know what that is.
Just a slow.
Okay. Is that
This is
opening
nice.
up enough for her? Okay. All right. So with a 10, you guys both get to clear a condition.
Yay!
I get to clear another. I'm clearing
I'm
the
about
one
to
that I
do
have to
this
make a
to you,
sacrifice
so
for, 'cause
I have
that's
to
too much
fix.
work. What is that? Guilty.
I just don't want to be guilty anymore because I don't want to have to make a sacrifice to do it. Meanwhile, you're in the bathroom like breaking soap dishes or something. You know,
I'm
soap
not
dispensers or
just
something.
sitting
Just
I'm
in
clearing-
the bathroom.
Are you crying or just
Nope,
sitting?
just
there?
sitting.
Okay.
staring in the mirror.
Avoiding any
No, just in the
human
stall. Just sitting there. Just
Wow.
Just you know,
That
there's
is-
a lot to piece
that is
through.
the
Feet on the
saddest
floor or feet
image
hiding? Like, are you hiding or are
Feet
you just-
hiding.
Okay.
So knocks on the door. Wanna fight?
I'm so glad I found that meme. Seriously.
I think that was your most successful one.
I mean, a lot of them are.
I
very
really
good.
liked and for my last trick, I'm gonna become a disappointment.
My favorite is still the baby carrot.
Yeah, but your
That's
guy's pretty good too.
I mean,
Perfect
it's
for
really
me.
hard to find ones that are weird enough to be you. Like,
It can't just be weird. It has to be weird.
well, like,
It has to be weird and preppy.
yeah.
yeah. Well, like the whole like
Bougie weird.
autumn leaves are a food group now. It's called
Gucci
called
weird.
fall salad,
Bougie humor.
yard salad.
Bougie memes.
Boujum.
Nope.
Boujumar.
Denied.
Boujumar. It's just
Okay, so what did you clear?
I cleared angry.
You
Because
cleared?
I'm about to do this again with Ember, and I kind of don't want to have to do
Do you
that.
want to
You
see
don't
a
have to
real
deal with the
beard?
penalty.
I don't want to have to.
You
do
want to
that
see a
too,
real
yeah.
beard?
And then I go to find
Do you have a
Ember.
hair tie?
I actually have a
Anyone have
beard.
a
What do
hair-
you real beard?
Anyone have a hair tie?
Here you go. Grab
What
This is a real beard. Man up.
neck beard.
I literally have a beard.
This is a real beard.
This is a real beard. You need to actually grow something.
So you're still afraid and insecure, Palestine, but
I'm just insecure.
Man up.
Oh, I love the fact that we're all insecure.
you're a teenager. Of course, you're insecure.
This is a real.
That's not a real beard. That's actually just hair.
This is a real beard. Man up and grow something.
Okay,
there's
children,
That's pretty good. I mean, I have to admit-
children. Reel it in.
I have to admit that's a pretty
Lizard
good.
person.
In band.
What's the first class? What's the first class
That I have with Ember.
after lunch
After lunch.
that you have with Ember?
Ember.
Give me a second.
You guys are
And then
crazy
after
with
lunch. Applied skills. The next period.
applied skills. Love
Yeah.
applied skills.
We
Applied skills is
haven't done
super.
this.
And then off, and then history, and then language arts. They're
Who
all
teaches-
together.
Who teaches applied skills? Does it say?
Wait,
Or
what's
is it-
after?
I think it's a rotating teacher.
Well, we made someone up. I think.
No, I mean sometimes. A lot of times it's.
What's after what?
A lot of times it's surge.
Oh yeah, there's
Because-
just no one. We made up people. For
I think
everyone.
that's probably rotating. They probably take like
Rotating
ticketing
classes.
groups of 2 to 3 weeks, like with a different instructor. Sometimes even guest people come in from outside. Because applied skills is applied
You're
superhero.
Fucking
Right.
Brahma. Sorry.
No, without Brahma.
I had to be angry about that for a
Not
second.
yet.
What have you done to your head?
Although most recently, Emilio's dad came in for applied skills.
What are you doing? There you go.
And then went on a science tangent.
Did he?
Yeah, because we were talking about him talking about science.
Yeah, but he also talked about like
Applied skills. Who is it today, GM?
it is Princess Arizona.
Yay.
Yes.
We all like her.
We need to do more with her.
Yeah, she's fun.
I
What is
like
she
her
teaching
especially
us
because
about?
she's an alien
Like,
princess.
what's like the lesson? Because, like, I feel like applied skills would be, like, kind of like... Do you guys remember forward motion from 7th grade?
Yeah.
No.
Like that, but, like, where it's, like, kind of interactive and kind of just, like, you learning stuff.
But it's not as like battle with Jim.
Yeah.
No. Jim is definitely like drill. Applied skills is sometimes it's practical stuff, but it's never like it's going to be like solve this very particular thing that doesn't particularly match up to anybody's skills. Like how do you get inside a safe without destroying the safe?
Oh, damn it.
Like
About to answer.
the thing inside is very fragile. How do you get inside the safe kind of thing?
Laser cut it.
outside.
Or you need to be able to eavesdrop on somebody having a conversation in this room inside of this very secure building. How do you do that? That kind of thing.
I got this.
Stealthy though.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a fun time.
I do it.
What's the prompt for today?
But some of it is theory. Sometimes it's there was a week with I need a good hero for this to be. We don't have a really good one for this.
What's the
Mix the
thing?
menagerie in this
What's the thing?
world.
What's the thing?
I'm thinking about it. Give me a second.
No, I mean like what's
Superman.
not the person, but like the thing that they're talking about.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
There was like a week where you guys were supposed to come up with catchphrases.
Oh no.
That would be like,
Patrol.
let's talk about. I hate this word, but let's talk about memeability. And, that kind of thing. So it's like
in the classroom.
having a catchphrase that's memorable without being exploitable.
God, it's like All Might.
I
Right,
just tell
yeah.
them I'm gonna burn them. It's honest, it's straightforward, and it's catchy.
You guys, okay. When we take a break, I want to see if I can find. There's an episode of, but yeah, there's
Midnight. Oh my God, were they picking their names?
Oh yeah,
Explosion
there's another one's
moment.
like none of you are famous enough that you couldn't change your name if you didn't want to. Sometimes you just need to rebrand. Let's think about like if you had what would be your, or maybe you're not even using a name. Maybe you're not even using a superhero identity, and it's time to do that.
Oh my God, it's Vigil.
That kind of thing. And, so it's like, figuring out superhero names, figuring out call signs, figuring out, like, what to call your best special attack,
I'm gonna burn you. There's only so many things I can do, and it's pretty much just I'm gonna burn you.
So in My Hero Academia, one of the guys, he's not a villain, but he's like the antagonist to our hero. He's one of the other heroes, Bakugo. And his superhero ability, is basically he sweats nitroglycerin.
Fine.
Kind of.
So he can explode it.
So and he can control it. He can with some extra little bits of stuff and gear and things like that. He can control the direction of the explosion, so he can punch harder. He can punch bigger. He can also use it to like not fly, but like push himself through long jumps and stuff like that. I don't think we've ever actually heard what his official superhero name is because everyone calls him Bakugo, and his superhero name that he came up with.
There is an official name, but you never hear it in the show.
He keeps going through it like what they keep throwing out his names because he's got like an entire sheet with like names crossed out by the teacher because it's stuff like fire death and explosion murder.
King explosion murder.
Yeah, and they're like, come up with a battle cry, and it's like, I'll fucking kill you! Like that's his thing. Like,
Thank you! Like I said, there's only so much you can do.
In the spur of the moment, you've gotta have.
I'm gonna kill you! And like that's his battle cry.
I'm gonna melt your face off!
That is 100% on brand for Bakugo.
It's pretty funny.
So it's stuff like that. Princess Arizella is... This one is interesting. So what this one is... what would be the official name for this bit? And it's actually, they're giving her 3 weeks for this. It's all the way to the end of the semester. And it's community outreach and cultural sensitivity.
I burned down 3 temples in Belize. I think I'm gonna need some extra work.
Everyone starts with an A in the class. Except for Ember.
I
can agree with this. I need some extra help. I already burned 3 temples down.
Technically, they weren't temples; they were tombs.
Tombs. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
It's been a while. Okay.
The temple was in the center area where the ship landed, and you burnt that down too. So
that's okay.
So a lot of what she's talking about is like she starts small with like. There's neighborhood personalities. There's different. Everyone's familiar with Little Italy, Little China. Why do they have to be little? That I never understood that. I suppose it's smaller than the actual country, but that kind of you need to be aware of the culture of the people with whom you are interacting. You need to be aware of concerns that minorities may have with authority figures.
Yeah, patrol.
What's that?
I said yeah, patrol.
Anyway, and of course, in our world, there's very disparate personalities that so this is the stuff she's been going on about. Like, you need to be aware. Like, if you're down underneath the ocean and you run into my people, what are you going to say? What's the appropriate greeting? And you've learned this at like several hands shoot up because she's taught like for fun in her English class. Like,
I'd never be underwater.
Like fair enough. And the appropriate greeting for greeting her people, like how she frequently comes into class and says hello. And so somebody, in her language, and people have picked up on that, and they say it back to her, and they think they're all cool and everything like that. And she goes, yeah, okay, yes, except you're saying to it, you're using my words back at me, and I'm speaking to you as an adult to a learner, and you can't say that back to me. I used to have this conversation. Like, you can't do it the same way, because there's a diminutive form of you that adults get to use towards kids that you can't flip around and have kids. Yeah.
Or, no, not 2. Oh my god.
So freaking confusing. I was in French class in college, and I would we'd start to say a sentence and say something to say it to me, and I'd go to do the thing, and he would say, don't to me. And I'm like, what? Don't to me. Don't to me? What? Like, no, but to is the diminutive, like, friendly, informal version of you.
Okay,
Don't to. You have to do si, because I'm a whatever.
What? You're better than me? Is that
yes!
what you're
Yes! That is exactly what they're saying.
Dude had a double PhD. I was passing this class with a C. He is demonstrably better than me in everything that we were interacting with.
Yeah, because this is in Spanish.
Anyway.
The singular, like, other person. So it's like, there are all the different forms that you have to conjugate, right? Mm-hmm. So like,
okay.
Me, to, them, or he. So it's he, she, el, ella, and then usted, which is like
they, them.
That person, formal.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
so,
I do
in
remember
Spanish.
that.
Wait, no.
It's a quick thing. Jamie Destroyer, there's a brown case. Grab me the brown case.
Oh no, what do you do?
Princess Arizella's in here. So those of you who have been in my class, you know how to greet me appropriately. How do you say hello to an adult instructor if you're down in my homeland, which is to say anywhere underwater, you say, how do you greet me? And like 3 or 4 of you guys who know, the hands go up and you go, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, you have just offended 70% of the population of the sentient species under the ocean because we have 7 different nations down there and that's the only, and by assuming that that's the dominant language, you have insulted 6 of them. Yes, it's a lot to keep track of, Sil. Well spotted.
But shouldn't they also be able to greet us in one of our languages? Because what makes us have to...
You're the heroes. They're the random people on the street.
God damn it. That's stupid.
But that, so these are the conversations that are going on for this. Like, how come we have to do it? Blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be heroes. But if you're going to be heroes, you do have to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm never going underwater anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Instead,
except it does.
So let's talk about going to Atlantic Avenue, where you're still going to have this same problem.
I'm going to the restroom.
This is not today that these conversations are.
No, I know.
I want to make that clear.
What is it today?
Oh yeah, I skipped class. Just saying.
Oh, you skipped class?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So does that
So
get
you
rid
two
of
are in the class.
insecure?
You guys, what's that?
Does that get rid of insecure? Take foolhardy action without talking to your team.
Maybe. What's the other one that you have to do?
Run from something difficult.
Last time
That would be you leaving, not doing the thing.
last time
Colin.
I skipped class, you counted it as foolhardy action.
Yeah, but you were like,
I skipped.
you were ditching to go have ice cream off the island, but
like I still skipped, like.
I'm skipping and I'm a good student.
the foolhardy action. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Probably, but let's give it a second. Okay, so you guys are kind of. Well, you're always near the back of the room because it's easier to be. Not have to worry about all the sensory input if you're further back and can control it. And you're in the back of the room because you're Ember. And
it's easier to sleep. Like, they just don't care as much, because they know even if you're awake, you're not going to pay attention as much anyways, so...
This class is usually pretty interesting. This is one of those ones where it's like, you keep trying to win the moral argument, and I think that's kind of interesting and challenging. So Princess Arizella comes in and says, read in your books from pages 200 to 213. There will be a quiz at the end of the class. And she goes in the front of the desk and just sits down. And she kind of sits like...
Okay, she's not doing good. She's not doing good.
Damn it, if I...
Wait, no.
I don't think this is...
No.
I know. I don't think she's in her right mind. I was going to say, I would pierce the mask,
right.
But I have...
I do that.
I don't have penalties.
I'm curious if you guys... It's not pierced. You want to probably assess the situation first.
Yes. Oh my god.
Also
yeah,
have
that's not
penalties
good.
to that.
Well, there's a lot going on. That may not be the first thing that you notice because there's a lot going on.
I want to assess...
Your focus was you went into this classroom to do something.
What if I assess the situation, which is everything?
Yes, I know. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have a penalty to that. When you assess the situation, roll plus appear on a 10 plus, ask 2 on a 79, ask 1, take +1 while acting on the answers. That is an 8, 9, 10, 11.
How do you really feel?
11!
How many questions do you get?
I get 3. 2.
Damn it.
Do you have a move that gives you one more question?
I thought you did.
I think that's before we go into a fight. When you assess the situation before entering a fight, you may ask 1 additional question.
You're not going into a fight.
Okay, thank you for that.
I don't think you are. So what are the questions you're going to ask?
What here is the biggest threat?
Wait, did you
What
say
here
we're
is in the
not-
greatest danger?
Did you say we're not going in a fight? I didn't hear you.
You're not going into a
not
fight
going
right
into
now,
a
so
fight.
I'm not giving her another question to ask. Although that's a great way to tell somebody that you're about to start a fight. It's like, go ahead and ask 3 questions. Anyway, not doing that. What here is in the greatest danger, and what here is the greatest threat? One of those answers is going to be Ember, and I feel like it could be either one.
Why?
Well, with as many conditions as you have,
For
you're
the
kind
greatest
of
danger?
Why?
Because if
Okay,
you try
then
to do
tell
anything,
me
you're
which
going to be
one
like,
she is.
snowball of destruction.
Tell me which one she
Well,
is.
I have stuff to back it up, like, just in case that happens. AK, I've told her in the past to hit me over the head with a bat in case things get out of hand. Has she done it yet? No.
Who? The teacher?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so
Still.
what here is the greatest
Threat.
threat?
What
No,
here
what here
is
is
in the
what here is in the greatest danger is probably from your point of view is Ember, because
Well, no, that's not the question. It's not from my point of view.
you asked to. It is absolutely from your point of view.
It's what here is in the greatest
No,
danger. In
I'm giving you. This is going to be a +1 rolling forward to deal with this.
Okay.
She is an emotional wreck. Every single
I don't
physical,
know what you're talking about.
sensate piece of information that you can gather from sitting near her tells you that she is currently an emotional. She is a dumpster fire at the top of a hill that she has jumped into and is pushing down to the incline.
I'm always a dumpster fire.
Yes, but
Yeah, but this time you're rolling down a
This
mountain
time I'm
onto
extra
a
hot.
town
anyway.
filled with
So
children.
she's probably in the
Puppies.
greatest. You could take that as her being in the greatest amount of risk.
Mhm.
You could also take it as her being the biggest danger because
So she's the answer to
drastically
both.
losing control.
So
of
I'm
the
the
situation.
answer to
So
both.
is she the
No,
answer
you're
to
not the
both
answer to both.
questions?
She's not the answer to both questions. The other answer. This is weird.
When the GM doesn't understand.
I'm going to
his
say
own
that
thing.
you're going to track her as like the biggest threat, and something that you need to address is the fact that she is emotionally.
Really? I don't get any information.
So
about
she's
this?
she's emotionally on tilt. I'm giving you a +1 on that. I'm picking that for that is that she's at risk because she's emotionally on tilt.
Wait,
Okay,
so
then
what
what's-
answer am
then-
I?
You are the answer for the greatest risk, right? You're
Greatest-
you're the biggest danger right now.
Okay.
You need to get on an even keel because
She is the greatest danger.
she's the greatest, danger.
threat.
She's not in the greatest danger. She is the greatest
She's
threat.
I am the
Greatest.
biggest threat.
The princess,
Is in the greatest danger.
all of her body signals are exactly even.
Oh, that's
Like, absolutely clockwork 60 beats a minute heartbeat.
Alias
Blood
question
pressure
mark?
is exactly textbook normal, like the average listed in the book for someone from her species. Like heart rate, respiration, every single thing about her, and it's
Alias,
just
right?
nothing's
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah.
She is like
'Cause he's-
absolutely
but no,
lockstep
but he's
in.
done her before. So like he would know not to be like this.
No, he hasn't done her before.
Yes, because remember when
No,
she came up
he's
to
never
me?
done it.
No, because she came up to me once about an essay and was like really rude and harsh about it.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
like-
He did do her. That's right.
Yeah.
But you've done him. Or wait, you don't? Did you ever?
But that doesn't necessarily
think
mean
you've
he
ever
would
gotten
learn.
to
I did. I never got a read on him doing her because
But that
I
doesn't
didn't realize
necessarily
that
mean
was
he would.
her.
That doesn't necessarily mean he would know not to do it like that again.
No, his tell is not like everything's perfectly normal.
Yeah, I know.
That's not his
Which
tell.
is why I was like,
Your first thought is, oh my God, is it Alias again? And that's not his tell. His tell is not. He has
Could
too
it
much.
be in-
something
Invictus?
is seriously wrong, but like I can't.
There's no scent of it. She doesn't smell Invictus. Otherwise, I would have given her that as a tell. So everything is weird. Everything is really weird, but it doesn't seem to be. Or at least from where you are in the classroom, you're not getting any read on Invictus.
Can I tell that she thinks there's something wrong?
I mean, if she tells you.
Well, just like facial expressions, am I able to tell if I don't know.
Well, the thing is, you're the other person that she's.
No, I know.
She's trying to keep. I think to a certain. I mean, you can certainly pierce the mask.
I'm not going to pierce the mask. I have a -4 to that.
Ooh.
Negative.
I'm angry and I have -2 on mundane.
Yeah, let's not do pierce.
You're
I
really.
need to clear some.
You want to talk about
conditions.
emotional tunnel vision? That is almost the textbook definition of emotional tunnel
So
vision.
Well, that's what I'm
What are
saying
you-
is,
like, what's the-
am I able to see that there's like, it's
What's-
not, everything's not
Okay, so let me...
Question.
Wait.
What's the worst thing affecting you right now? Like, what
I'm not
is...
gonna tell you that. You gotta figure that out yourself.
Well, no, there's a certain amount of meta level stuff going on there.
But, like, you know, like,
I don't know
what's-
myself, though.
Okay, that's fair.
That's why I'm like,
That's
you
fair.
gotta figure that
Because
out.
I was like, I don't know if it's, like, mom or, like, the failed fight or failed fight after.
I'm working on it.
She doesn't know about the mom. You don't know about the mom conversation. She hasn't told anybody.
I know. This is just me asking as a player.
But she was kind of yeah, exactly. But she was kind of a wreck.
I'm assuming, like, I think it's the mom. I think.
I don't think you took a lot of conditions from that, though, did you?
No, I didn't, but I think it's what prevented me from letting them help me.
Oh, for sure, yeah. That makes sense.
So that's what's
it
bothering me
doesn't
the
have to
most.
be the biggest mechanically.
Because it's like, I can't get better until I fix this.
I get that. Not the biggest mechanic. She's closed down to you guys, and I think it's... If you're going to...
I am?
Well, you haven't been communicating.
Yeah, okay, just making sure we're talking about me.
She's closed down to you guys, and she's not typically, as we've demonstrated in the past, somebody who just shuts down. She tends to talk to you, even if it's
Or
like...
blow up. You know, one of the two.
Oh my god, I just had the greatest idea
So
ever.
if she shuts down, it's because she doesn't want to... She's feeling guilty, like she doesn't want to involve you in all of her stuff. Like she's gotten to the point... Typically, if she's got a bunch of crap going on, she will immediately involve you guys. I mean, I'm saying historically, if you've got crap going on, you immediately involve everybody. If she's not doing that, then she thinks what's going on is so bad that you guys shouldn't be involved. So and that's a guilt thing. That's, my stuff has finally gotten so bad that you're beyond it, and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, but the reason why...
I'm trying to give you...
No, that
feedback.
sounds perfectly right. But my question, like...
Where did she go?
I don't know. For, like, could I tell? Is because, like, I don't know.
Gotta visualize this next part.
Just curious. Oh my god.
It's important.
Well, just curious because I want to say or write a note to her to just, like... Because... try and get her, like, off my back type thing. I'm not totally sure. Just, like, kind of, like, tell me who I need to, like, burn, and I'll do it. Just so that it's not really, like, we're not talking about me, you know.
I'm going to do a comfort and support.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Okay, so you guys are back there, the desk thing. She's not... Because you have to understand, how Syl's going to be reading the whole room is basically going to be... Like, she's just extending her senses.
Okay.
So she's knowing.
Yeah.
So between your sort of emotional television right now and her,
it's not as obvious.
It's
okay.
not. Yeah.
Would I notice that? Would I recognize that it's odd that Arizona?
I don't know. You tell me. I feel like you're so far in your own crap.
Because we talked about how we. I know, but we talked about how I always have moral arguments.
Yes. And she's just giving you guys a reading assignment and just sitting at the front of the room.
And I feel like this is the one thing, because this is, I know, just in my mind, this is usually, she likes to morally she likes to morally argue. Or, yeah. To release some steam sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like you'd be kind of okay.
Wait.
Hang on, we're laying all the background in. You're going to get your thing, trust me. I feel like certainly it would be oh crap, one more, you wouldn't even be able to articulate this, but the feeling would be kind of another little spike of annoyance because that may have been something you were almost looking forward to subconsciously, and now you just have a reading assignment, so it's just one more crappy classroom, even that class sucked today kind of a thing. And you were already in the back kind of being negative, I'm just going to sleep through all this, blah, blah, blah. And then this thing happens and you're what? I don't think you're even looking all the way up there just to see what's really going on. You could and say, no, I think this...
I'm pretty far on the edge.
You could just as easily say, I'm so pissed that I glare at her and realize that something's up and I want to do a Pierce the Mask. But it's still going to be a Pierce the Mask to figure out what the hell is going on. Anyway, so this is going on. There's more frustration. There's more...
I don't think I noticed very much.
Okay, you got to move. You got your sunglasses on.
I want to do a thing.
You want to do a thing.
I want to do a comfort and support.
And?
So you're in the back row, and I'm also in the back row. We're sitting next to each other. But I move, I stand up, and
let her have it.
I turn around, facing you backwards in the desk in front of you.
What?
Like she sits in the chair in the desk in front of you.
Got it.
Puts her hands on the table. Does this. Please tell me what's going on. Direct eye contact. You cannot escape.
I mean, mostly direct. Like, as direct as you can be, which is probably pretty believably direct.
Actually because there's a YouTuber named Molly Burke, and she's blind. And apparently during one of her videos, she goes, I've actually been told a lot that I'm really good with eye contact, which is really weird.
With your senses as high as they are, you could certainly pass it off to be direct eye contact. But in any case, different than looking at her in sunglasses most of the time. So, it's all about... No, it doesn't. The real question is...
Can I roll?
Yes, how effective is this? We know she's trying. But you don't have to open up, A, to get the bonus, but you also don't even have to open up if it's not very effective. How effective is it? Let's find out.
This is so tense. It's a 7. That's a 7.
You have been so...
Don't you have the -2 though?
No, because I just cleared that condition. Comfort and support. When you comfort and support, roll plus mundane. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or ship labels if they open up to you. Please. I'm trying so hard.
I don't know if I'm going to open up, so let's try the conversation and I'll see what happens.
We'll see how this goes.
So
okay, I got to figure out... Wait,
so
what
she
did
says... Please tell me what's going on.
Okay,
Please
that's
tell me
what
what's going on.
Oh, bro, I got to figure out what I'm going to say.
Let me take a second.
And keeping in mind that we take whatever you say and go back to her and say, does that feel like opening up?
Yeah.
You know. Please.
This isn't a team issue.
It's okay. Or it doesn't have to be okay. It's just however you're feeling.
I got it handled. I can deal with it. God, you're so annoying.
I'm aware.
Yeah. She probably writes a note. And says...
Yeah, that's real helpful to blind person.
No, but no. It like I can create like a braille thing, right?
Well, you could honestly, with Syl's senses, she can read a piece of paper,
and she can also
written.
see where my hand movements are going.
You can tell where the well that I don't know if that helps regular people who are sighted, but you can like. It was an old Daredevil thing. He didn't need Braille because he could read from the ink, like the shape of the letters, like the ink on paper. It felt different enough to him.
Oh, I was gonna like make dots
Well,
because I feel like she's had us, like forced us to learn Braille.
But honestly, you wouldn't have to. Like pencil graphite on paper feels slicker than regular paper. A lot to her. Like this is the thing. Is like she can basically like fingerprint read across
a page.
So she could write it down, and she could slide it across to you, and you could probably...
You don't have to rip it out. I'll erase it. I just need...
You don't have to erase it. I'm just trying to find...
I just don't want to do it on my nice
sheet. Like, I gotta mute this for a second, because it'll just confuse everybody hearing this. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I'm not actually...
Yeah.
It's like that, right? I
probably
write it like...
It helps to do it heavier than
writing.
normal, yeah. Helps to do it heavier than normal.
Okay, so... God, what did I say I was going to write?
I don't know.
You didn't say what you were going to write.
I know, but I mean, what did I think I was going to write? Right.
Where's the rest of it?
So, I write...
Where's the rest of it?
I write...
Put it away.
I might be leaving. No. God, how do I write this? I could... Damn it. I might have to leave. And then I ask to go to the bathroom. I'll let you interpret that. I wasn't planning on telling you anything, to be honest.
But that's, that's interesting too.
It's now you
Leave
have to
where,
think about
though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because what are you even talking about?
A couple things. I don't know if I'm gonna. I just know that something I might have to leave. Like my character might have to do something that has to do with leaving. Whether that's my mom actually goes through with it, like redoes the paper.
She burned all the paperwork.
No, I know, but she can redo it. Like,
yeah, she could redo it, but
just saying, like the fact that she, like her mom brought it to her attention is like I was thinking about this makes her feel like she can do it anytime ever again.
She didn't
which means either she feels like her mom is going to do it again, and she's going to have to leave because her mom did it, or she's going to leave because she's going to try and get out of her mother's custody because she doesn't want to leave. So she might become homeless? ? I don't know. But she feels like
in the face.
She just knows like something is going to change.
it's the fish tank smell. They just don't like that fish tank smell. Okay.
I have an idea. So do you stay in the bathroom the entirety of class?
No.
She doesn't respond. The teacher doesn't respond to the request in any case. You can still walk out if you want to, but she's not actually responding. She's just...
Oh, I need to deal with that.
Then I come back. Like, I stop by her again. Like, deal with that ? If that's an issue. I'm fine. And then I go
So not fine. Does it feel like she opened up?
No.
Yeah.
It's information. But she still just kind of like taps you on the arm while you walk by, and it just goes, you can always come back.
She just keeps walking.
You guys are broken.
It's okay.
Okay.
See, it's a good moment. It's just not what she was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I know. I'm sorry. I kind of took that away from you.
No,
but
she
like,
got
It's
clearly
totally
the
fine. I gotta have my moment.
The boob's got to move. That would have been a cool moment if it had been a damn 6. It doesn't matter. It's all good. That is... I mean, I love you. I know you love the sweatpants, but that is... The high-waisted sweatpant thing is not a good look.
Okay. Have fun with that.
I'm just...
Just judge my looks. It's fine.
It's not looks. It's the pants. The pants.
You're ridiculous.
It's the pockets.
There are good
I know how much you love those pockets.
Damn it, the pamphlets.
The pamphlets. All right.
Okay.
So,
I could hide some
rejected comfort and support. Gotcha.
I think that's
Palacine.
No, I've rejected before.
Now, you made it difficult
Only you.
before. Palacine.
No, I know I've rejected before.
What are you doing? You class skipping monster.
Just chilling in the base, not really doing anything.
So you came down because you needed to get ready and then you didn't do anything?
Yeah.
Existential crisis mode.
Procrastination.
I gotta do this right now.
After I watch this video.
And from my last trick, I'm going to become a disappointment.
I've got to do this homework right now. After I watch this hour-long video. And do my laundry because I really don't want to do this. And go get a second dinner because I really don't want to do this. Ah, shoot. It's midnight. I gotta go to bed, man, or I'm not gonna be able to focus tomorrow. Even though I stayed up till 1 last night.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna take a break for ice cream.
Okay, I'm down for that.
And then we'll come back to the Colin scene and also figure we gotta figure out what's going on.
I need a hug because that hurt my soul.
And we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna pause. Try not to kill each other.
She's dead. I killed her. I've injected poison into your bloodstream. Oh my god, my knee.